Hello and welcome to episode 6 of the VR46 career mode. In today's episode we are off to Barcelona for the Grand Prix of Catalonia, a track that Rossi has some famous victories over the years. Who could forget 2009, the battle between the teammates Rossi and Lorenzo. After 20 odd laps, it ends in the final corner, Rossi pulling off one of the greatest overtakes of all time. From last on the grid this weekend, what can we do? Let's get on track. So the game has recommended me go on a hard rear tyre, so that is what I have done. Now there's a few outliers on the grid, notably Fabio Quartararo has gone on a soft rear, as well as Brad Binder. So in theory you should blast past through them, they will come back to us, they won't make that tyre last. It's going to be tough even for us. If the AI are on the hard, that means we're going to chew the hards up. They don't really last long, but I might have made a bit of a discovery in the previous episode of Mugello when I learned that if you spin them up, they pretty much take the heat and they don't really take as much off the tyre, which is pretty unusual. But nonetheless, let's get into this one. I'm excited. It's one of my favourite tracks. I love this part of the season when you start off at Jerez, you go to Le Mans, Mugello, Catalonia, Assen, best tracks in the world. But here we are at the back of the grid once again. 5 red lights and we are away. We got a much better launch than the KTM of Petrucci. We have a very good opening. 100 yards to the Grand Prix. Should be up into a few better positions here. I can't see exactly where we are. 12 lap race. Going to be difficult. On the opening lap, I'm going to keep the power or traction on 3, even though I ran it on 2 at Mugello for the majority of the race to get it to spin. But I would like just at the opening few laps keep it a bit wheels in line. If possible, contact between me and Nakagami. He got on the outside curb and ran deep in. I've noticed as well we have to make a very aggressive opening, pretty much first sector and opening lap. If you kind of get stuck behind them, it's very hard to make up the gap if they break away. We've done well here on the opening lap here in Barcelona. We are up into P11. So can we get up the inside of a late into the dreaded turn 10. Not close enough on the brakes. We're going to leave the brake off though, and we're actually just going to go up rear end. Let's go. And we have a big moment there. We're sandwiched between the Espargaro brothers. So I just hope the bike will turn a bit better there mid corner. So far, once again, a bit like Mugello, a good start in the opening lap. Good launch out of the last corner. Use a bit of slipstream from the Aprilia. That is just about P10. The Aprilia is quick in a straight line. We close in on Marquez on the brakes. One lap down. I'm actually going to turn the traction down now and see if I spin the tyre pretty early, does it affect the tyre wear as much. Again, our pace looks pretty solid. No surprise to see Fabio on that soft rear out in the lead. Have a look up the inside of Marquez. Brilliant move there. Tries to fight around the outside, but we're going to have superior grip on the better racing line. Binder, another man in front with a soft rear. He will struggle, so it's important that we get ahead of him now, because he will be quick for these opening laps. Bad exit there on the curb. We're going to put the traction up to 3. It still feels a bit iffy at the moment. We're in hot into turn 10. Marquez might come back at us. Take a very late apex to keep ahead of the 6-time world champion. We're just sitting here now. There's no need to panic here and use too much tyre, because we know the man in the lead is on softs and he will fade dramatically during this race. even in the slipstream here of Binder, the Yamaha just does not pull forward. Going to leave the brake off, go for the inside. You have to get this move done. Just push him a touch wide. They're going to try and hold it on the outside. He leans on us. We should get him into turn 3, and we do. So good move there. That is P8 from myself. Next up is the main man at Suzuki, John Mayer, the current world champion. The right side of the front tyre taking a beating. The rear doesn't look as bad. So and you're going to be in a bit of bother, I reckon, with the front, which is actually unusual for me. Got a very good exit there out of turn 5. Get a bit too close to Mayer on entry. His pace doesn't look that good. We are coming into this race nicely. Again, there, the front is just, I'm already having issues with the right side of the front on lap 3. And we're only at a quarter race distance, so we are in a bit of bother. We're going to dive to the inside of Mayer. Just turned across me, couldn't do anything about it, so I just sat up and let him have it back. Looks like already Fabio might be having issues, as he looks to be ahead, getting passed by Zarco. So now is the time to start to pick up the pace if I can, and go with Zarco, because I reckon Zarco's pace is going to be really good. Look how wide Fabio is. He's having tyre issues again. Now, can we catch the Suzuki in the slipstream? Just about pulling him in. We'll brake a bit later. Mayer very, very good on the brakes. Trying to dispose of Fabio now. They run it wide there, and that actually is underneath Mayer. We go around the outside of Jack here, and Mayer fights back. There's contact, and he's gone down. Just the convergence of lines there, and we've actually had contact with him. Unfortunately, that is unfortunate. Wish that didn't happen, but that's the way it goes sometimes. It is incredible how fast Quadraro has burned up his tyres. I really don't think. I don't know if we'd lap him, but we'll get close to. I actually love to know how far back he's going to finish. Look how much confidence we have over him. I don't know if front tyre is on, but it's not doing much either for him. We're up to P5. It's been a good start again. We're looking for a hat-trick of wins in today's race. The winning in Le Mans, and then of course a cracking victory at home in Mugello. Just need to really look after my front right tire, the front right side of the front even. As it is already, you can just see I'm having so much vibrations of full lean in the right hand corners. Don't think there'll be any last lap dive bombs into this following corner here like in 09. Just don't have the tyre for it. Miguel Oliveira doing a stellar job up in P2. Got a poor enough exit there. Might just catch Rins in the slipstream. We're pulling him in actually quite a bit. Wanna have a look? Yes, we are. Small bit of contact. We've already taken down his teammate, unfortunately, but we just about slide past. That's P4. The left hand corners now. I really need to start trying to make my time up in the left-handers, as the right sides of the tyres are going bad very well. Oliveira running out of touch wide. Bagnaia up as well. Corners like this, we really need to push the bike in, make use to the left side of the tyre. Great exit every lap out of there. Bagnaia having a good long look behind at us. Oh, front end having a massive moment on the front there. Again, just on the back of the Ducati. Now it's time, I reckon, to turn the traction on. For some reason, we're actually having a pretty decent race with the rear tyre. Usually the rear tyre offers you no grip around a track like this with a hard rear tyre, and it wears very fast. Where now it seems to be the other way around. Front is having issues. Miguel Oliveira gets pushed out wide. We're going to try to follow Bagnaia through, and we do. We'll get out of here, just getting stuck on our back wheel. And he's going to slipstream us back through. But we brake later than the Portuguese rider. Can we dispose of our protege, Francesco Bagnaia? I feel a bit jagged with just over 3 laps remaining. Probably would want to get Pecco done this lap and just have a good go then at Zarco. Again, the bike did not want to turn in there. Should probably set the fastest lap of the race this one round. Yes, we do. We jumped down into the 38th. Good lap there from ourselves. So the pace is there, even on these own tyres, but again we're in hot. Just not getting it scrubbed into turn 1 as best as we can. I think now the time for tyre conservation is gone. It is spin it and use what you have and just try and get past the Ducati of Pecco. It's going to take it a bit cautious in these corners here like this, just having very little front end grip. Wide again into 5. Turn it back for a good exit though, spinning up a lot. It looks like Zarco is coming back to Pecco. So it could be a 3-man battle for the win. Pecco was deep on entry there. Oh, he just cuts our nose off and we've had to run deep ourselves. Still no issues from behind. Oh, I'm getting this last corner wrong a lot of the time. Gonna save that extra bit of fuel just in case we need it later in the race. The last lap I reckon will be crucial. So I reckon out this lap round, if I can get close enough to get a move done into turn 5. Ooh, we touched the curb and that pushed us wide. Let's try and square off this corner now and get a good exit on the Ducati. So again, it's imperative with this corner here we get a good exit on Pecco. We are close enough. We're spinning though. We're gonna go for it like we did on Marquez. Back end comes around. We've gone just a touch wide. Surely gonna cut back, but we should have the superior grip. And just to stay ahead of Pecco. Now it's Zarco for the win. He hasn't made many mistakes. He's wide there though. Got a much better run down into 10. But too much. Again though, they're so slow on apex there that I have to pick it up every lap. Pretty comfortable now at this speed. Again, he's wide. I reckon he's on a medium front like myself. Oh, the curb ruined me there. I couldn't turn the bike in. Penultimate lap time. He's a bit wide there, Zarco. Bike stepped out on entry. Now this is the time to use power 3. Dump a bit of fuel to get it right with him into the braking zone. I think Pecco is done. He looks to be dropping back. Front tyre is no more good. It is dead. The rear still has a bit of go on it. Oh, we're in deep. The front is pushing. Could have been end of race there. Not close enough this time. Just on the rev limit there in second. Yeah, I'm squirming around under acceleration. Right with him now. Maybe down into turn 10. You get a good exit, and we have touching the curb didn't help, but they're going to be pretty weak on the brake. We're actually going to go to the outside, switch to the inside. Can we get the speed scrubbed off? No, we can't. We've had to run it wide, just actually off track ever so slightly. So one attempt failed. He seems pretty weak in the last corner, and he's running wide again. We're going to try and carry corner speed. He punches out of here brilliantly. We'll burn as much of the fuel we can. We're right with him now again as we come into turn 1. Last lap time. What can we do with the Frenchman? He runs wide. We cut underneath him in turn 2. Great start to the final lap. He's right on our tail. Going to just pick it up here and drift it around. He seems to have pretty much identical grip to me. Oh, front end is gone. On a real push lap here. I'm going to push to the finish just to make sure. Tyres are no more good. We're touch wide there. So actually have a lot of rear grip, surprisingly enough. Just edge grip I'm lacking. I'm just going to drift it out there, just spinning it up this hardware. Look at the gap I've pulled on him. We're up by 0.4. Just about get it stopped in here. We actually want to touch deep. We get a good exit. Look how much it wants to rotate under the acceleration. Could we set a 37 on this last lap? So it looks like we're going to win another one. It's going to be 3. Provided we negotiate the last turn, which we do. Power 3 out of the last corner. We've done it. We're going to set another fastest lap. 1 minute 37.9 on the last lap. Dominant last lap. And we keep the fastest lap. What a result. Usually DI have a stupid last lap and they end up taking it from me, but not this time. Nobody got into the 37s. I think someone towards the back got a low 30, a 38.8 from Mir, who unfortunately had an incident with myself early in the race. But that puts us top in the championship. We finally get on top after 7 races. Just take the lead from Bagnaia. That puts us P3 still in the team's championship. Ducati with Miller and Pecco, and Pramac still just a few points ahead of myself and Dixon. And Yamaha are 2 points now behind Ducati in the constructors. Delight for Rossi as he wins 3 races on the bounce. This really is old school Valentino winning at will. So we are going to leave it there for today's episode. In the next episode we will have the Saxon Ring track Valentino's won. I think 3 occasions he's won there from memory. But yeah, we take the lead in the championship. Now it is all about making sure we get good points and keeping with the championship lead for as long as we can, and making sure that we finish as close as we can to Bagnaia at all the remaining rounds. We have just over 10 rounds remaining, including the next one, so we're about nearly at half race distance. It's been fun so far. Let's keep moving. Let's keep going. We're going to have a tough race to make up all the positions at Saxon. We're probably going to struggle to get top 5 there, but we'll see what we can do. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.